Yes, and you are being audio and video recorded.
Okay.
You said C. Do you want to like...
Yeah, I need to be able to actually have it in my hand.
That's fine. That's cool.
Trespass. We want to sign him for no trespass and no showing his ID and refusing to get off and trespassing. And kind of don't want him to be in the train.
Coming off.
You can't... Sorry. That's going.
What's that?
I said how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Look, I'm not looking to make your day a bad day or anything like that, okay? Alright, but their job is to make sure that everybody is paying
Right.
to use this.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
So if you don't show them the pass so they can put it through their little card reader, then that, is basically you not allowing them to do their job. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And this is it's a very simple concept. It's not really anything that's debatable because it's all random inspections. Okay, so there is an honor system that most people are going to pay when they're using this. Okay, but we have security guards which are contracted for the city to come through and for Valley Metro to make sure that people are paying. Okay.
Right.
Do you have an ID, sir?
For what?
Okay. Do you have an ID because you are going to receive a ticket for your failure to produce a fare? Which is the same thing. Hold on. It's the same thing as if you were going to be stopped for any kind of civil traffic violation. You understand me?
Oh.
We cannot issue a ticket to somebody who we do not know.
Okay.
Okay? So you actually do have to produce an ID for that. Okay? Now, failure to do so would be it's a class 3 or a class 4 misdemeanor. It's in the Title 13 ARS.
I got a
codes.
quick question before I answer any
Do you
questions.
have your ID, please?
Am I being detained?
Yes.
Am I under arrest?
You're not under arrest.
Am I free to go? So I am pretty much so I am under arrest.
No. You're being detained.
So what am
If you're under arrest, you're being handcuffed.
So what am I being detained for?
Because we need to identify you because you're going to be issued a citation.
And okay, and I'm being issued a citation for what?
For your failure to produce the pass.
Okay, and because from what I see up here, there's no information whatsoever that's saying that while you're on the platform you have to produce ID. When I was inside the train, I of course I know that when you're on the train you have to produce ID. And when I was on the train, I did produce ID, but I did produce my pass, and I did have my pass. So how's it failure to produce the pass if I'm not on the train? When you're required to have a pass to ride the train, and if I'm not riding the train, then why would I have to produce a pass?
You were on the train.
I got on the train right now, and I did produce my pass.
Okay. To be on the platform, you have to have your pass. And it has to be validated.
It doesn't. Where does it say that at though?
Okay. Well, if you wanted to get into all kinds of technicalities, you actually have to know all the laws when you're driving your car out on the roadway.
I'm not driving the car though.
Hold on. I'm trying to use that as an analogy. If you do not know the laws, then it does not matter because if you hurt somebody in a car accident and you're guilty of a violation, you're still guilty of the violation, whether or not you read the book, which you should be reading anyway.
I agree.
Rules of the road. Okay, it's the same idea. All right. If you're going to use this, then you need to know all the rules behind it. All right. We're not looking for a hard time here, but you do need to present your ID because the failure to do so would be a crime. Okay.
So what crime would it be if I didn't produce an ID?
It would be failure to produce your ID when lawfully detained.
So I am. So then you're pretty much saying I am being arrested then.
Well, if you were being arrested, I would have you in handcuffs. There's a difference between detention and arrest. Either way, yes, you are being detained. You're not free to leave. Okay. So, can you please produce your ID?
If I'm being detained, then pretty much you pretty much are reading me my rights. I would just like to remain silent. I don't. I would like a lawyer. I would just like to remain silent. I know that not producing ID is not a.
You have to produce your ID, okay? Okay, well, how about this? Have you ever had an Arizona ID?
I would like to remain silent without an attorney present. I would just like an attorney. I don't know what information you could. I'm sorry, I don't want to put my hands up. Put my hands down.
722 East Attorney 733B.
Are you-
Hey guys, I'm gonna need one more unit here.
We are on the way.
Boss, you might want to come too.
Yes, I would like a supervisor as well,
Sure.
please.
Oh yeah, we'll have you talk to the supervisor.
Okay, thank you. It's not no trespassing or private property not posted though, so I'm not trespassing or I'm not on private property either. I would just like to make that clear. And I'm honestly not trying to disrespect you as a not as an officer but as a person. I'm not trying to disrespect you as a person. I'm just simply stating that I don't. I obviously have my ticket. I'm not riding the. I wasn't at the moment riding the train. I don't believe that's.
Now we're at 44th in Washington. We're with him. We go forward. Just I need no resources from him. He's failing to provide his ID.
Let the resources come and assist you.
Now the resources did tell him he was lawfully detained.
Oh yes, I've explained it to him multiple times. He is recording me on his phone.
It's a live feed as well, officer.
Okay.
Sure, report it back. You guys report each other.
You don't have a. No, I don't see one. You don't have a body camera, huh? No. What? Can I ask for your name? Officer?
Sure. Barnes.
Officer Barnes. What's your badge number, Officer Barnes?
8434.
8434, Officer Barnes. And I would just like to see the information that says on platform you have to produce your pass, because I mean obviously I have the pass, but I'm not riding the train.
We'll make sure we educate you.
Okay, thank you. Because from last time I checked, I mean you had the right to travel. It's not posted trespassing or private property, so I mean I didn't know that I wasn't free to just travel on any place that's open to the public, which it is open to the public. So I mean it can't really be private property if it's open to the public. That's like saying the sidewalk. That's like saying that's like saying like a sidewalk right before somebody's house. That's like somebody trying to say that sidewalk is their property when it's not their property. It's open to the public. That's public property, and this is public property because it's obviously no trespassing or no private property. Officer Barnes. And just one more time. So, am I being detained?
Yes.
And then for what reason? So, what crime have I committed?
You're going to be issued a civil traffic or a civil citation. In order to issue the correct person the citation, we have to be able to
The next
get
eastbound
your ID
train is arriving.
So what?
to verify who we're issuing a
5
citation
minutes.
Okay. So what crime?
to. It's the same idea as if you were stopped In a vehicle.
In a vehicle, is that if would that be acting in commerce, or would that be just traveling down the road?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
For operating a vehicle to produce ID, would you need to be operating in commerce?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh,
You're
see,
asking.
then there's a little mix up right there then, because
Oh, yeah?
to drive, I'm not with you, of course, but I mean commerce pretty much means that you're driving for somebody like a let's say we'll use a taxi for example. You would have to produce ID, but traveling down the road on a journey on personal transportation is, you wouldn't necessarily need to produce information, but that's a whole nother subject that we're getting on, and I just want to stay away from that. I would just like to stay on the conversation about the train, because I mean I don't quite understand what crime have I committed. What crime did I commit?
Well, you have your phone. Google, I already told you. It's a Title 13 Arizona Revised Statute. It's in the 20s. Okay? It is a crime to not produce your information when you are lawfully detained by officers. Okay? And you're lawfully detained right now. You're not free to go. You are not under arrest. Okay?
But I'm not free to go.
But you are not free to go. Okay? So, what very well may happen when my coworkers come here, we're going to arrest you.
For failure to produce ID? Alright, well, I mean, it's
Video or not, it's probably the way it's going to go.
well,
My boss might try to talk to you again, okay? But I think we have given you every kind of opportunity to cooperate.
well, like I said, I like to speak to your supervisor, and since I am being under detained, I would just like to remain silent until a lawyer present. Yeah. I just would like to speak to somebody a little bit. Not saying I would just like to speak to your supervisor.
2 minutes.
I just don't understand. I understand why you're here and you're asking for my ID, but for what crime did I commit if I have my identification?
4-4 in Washington, and I'm on the south side of the platform.
Alright.
Closer to 44th Street.
And what's your name, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, that's Fair Inspector Allen, 756.
Your name, sir?
Officer Lawrence, 791, my badge number. Alright?
Thank you. You just never know. I mean, like, if I do try to get unlawfully detained, false imprisonment, then of course I would like the parties involved with this to, of course, be at the at the trial, along with my recording. Is this the supervisor?
No.
How's it going?
What's the deal?
Just waiting for a supervisor.
Do you
He's
have
not
your
one
ID?
who produces ID.
I'm.
Do you have your ID or not?
Am I under arrest?
I'm about to detain you. Do you have an ID, yes or no?
I have 3 forms of identification.
Can you provide me with one right now, please?
Physical form?
Yes.
I can provide you with the name, an address, and a date of birth.
Do you have a light rail pass to be up
I
here?
sure do, sir. That's the whole.
How do you qualify for the reduced fare?
I don't quite know.
Are you under 18?
No, that
Are
the
you
pass
over
was given
65?
me. 65. No.
So you don't qualify for this pass.
What's
Do you have a reduced fare identification card?
I don't know what that is.
So this isn't the correct pass for you, and this is a paid zone, so I need an ID so we can write you a ticket.
Oh,
So I
okay.
need some form of ID from you.
My name is Martin Dorn. Date of birth is. Here, I'll wait for you to write it.
Give me a favor and set your backpack down and set your phone down over there, please?
I'm actually
It's
audio
okay. You're going
recording
in
you.
handcuffs. Put it down.
Am I?
Put it down right now. I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay, sir.
Put it down right now. Put your